Hello, we're sitting here with Robert Knepper, and we have a couple of questions for him that have come directly from the social networking forums. A question from Twitter. A character called Boyle111 has asked, the crew believed Michael Sell was haunted by Gacy's ghost. Did you ever encounter anything on set?
No, I never. Maybe it's because of the character I played. I never, Brandon Tartikoff ran NBC for years, and he had a very, very many famous lines that he used to say, but one of them was reason why he decided to be a producer, an executive instead of a director or an actor. He says, in this world there are beggars and there are choosers, and I choose to be a chooser. And the second that I walked into that prison, I knew T-Bag was a chooser. He wasn't a beggar. He was not the guy that would be beaten up in prison. He wasn't the guy holding the pocket. He was the guy that had the pocket. So my whole mental attitude about that prison was one of a guy in authority. Now, granted, he's a prisoner, but still, he had his realm. He had his posse and his group of people, his fiefdom. And Baruzzi had his, C-Note had his, the warden had his, Bellick had his. Everyone had their own little world in there. It was a microcosm of the world, if you will. And I knew mentally for myself, I had to stay strong. I never felt a ghost in that place. I actually felt a sense of calm in that place. There was one summer night, I remember Wentworth and I, it was, oh my God, it was hot. It was so damn hot in that prison. And I went to Northwestern. I went to school in Chicago years ago, and I remember Chicago being really cold. I don't remember it being hot in the summertime. We started in the summer, and we shot, oh my God, we shot all day long in that heat and that sun out in the yard, and there was no escaping it. It actually was a blessing to be able to shoot inside, because at least the halls were cool. But we were outside, and finally, at about 1 in the morning, after having shot since dawn, he and I were leaning up against the wall on the inside, close to where Sarah Tancredi's office was. And I remember leaning back, and at the time he and I were both smoking. And it was so tiring. And we lit that cigarette, and we felt the cool breeze for the first time come through the inside walls of that prison. And we looked back, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and we just felt so comfortable. And I remember saying something like, life is good, isn't it? Life is really good. And he went, yeah. That cell, by the way, I think was Lincoln's cell. I don't think it was Michael's cell. Okay. Because it may have been. I don't remember. But I know John Wayne Gacy was in that prison, and there were a lot of people that felt really funny about working in that cell.
Yeah. Okay, I think that wraps it up for the community questions for now. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Robert.